have to be proactive. We need to know what is going to happen in the future. Then we can provide the benchmark. Don't wait for someone else to put down the benchmark and then we try and play catch up again. If we're not proactive in trying to see what is happening around us, and if we continue to act reactively, then we're going to lose out. We are supposed to be the ones leading the sport and trying to develop the sport in our communities and within our countries and regions, and not wait for someone else to actually run ahead from us, and then we need to try and play catch up. Where do we want to be? Do we want to be a sports organization that is dependent on sponsorship and or government subsidies? Are we a sports organization that is so successful that we can brand ourselves anywhere people want to support us, people want to come to our events, people are hungry for more events?
You cannot develop a child holistically if he is not allowed to play or any form of recreation. The old adage that says all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy is so true. Educators play a critical role in sport development. They also play a critical role within our local government structures and within our communities.
And I'm sure we all do, that there will never be a point when we say we have now done it. As sports administrators, we've now done it. That's it, we've got there, everything's going swimmingly, because the moment you do that, you're in big danger of it all collapsing again. Because it's a continual, ongoing process. You know, continually improving, continually striving to get better. For a bit more effort, or sometimes a lot more effort, you get the rewards in the end. Strive for excellence, Vince told me, and the results will follow. And so,
my first point of departure here is that supplements, in most cases, in 90% supplements don't work, you don't need them. And you don't want to do that. You want to educate the youth. So we speaking about development, to me, you need to emphasize ethics in sport. You need to speak about ethical sport. You need to speak about not doping, not gambling, not betting, not throwing a game. So to me, we need to focus on education around anti-doping, education around ethics in sport rather than testing.
Very important thing to have, of course, a summit like this, because a lot of people actually require some more information and some more enlightenment with regards to sport administration specifically. We have lots of coaching courses, lots of evaluations, lots of officials that undertake these types of courses, but there are very little administrators or sport manager courses. So in that regard, I think a summit like this is a very well thought of idea. It's a good idea to have some knowledgeable speakers, some speakers of various areas, and also to run it over 3 days makes it not necessarily compact, but also creates the opportunity for them to interact with all the delegates and the delegates to network, and to also have a broader and more enlightened idea of what is happening within the world of sport administration.
I really learned a lot today. The workshop was so organized. The speakers, just from the morning, I could hear everything that they said. You know, they were really prepared. For instance, if you talk about anti-doping, I've learned a lot because I've been wondering what is this anti-doping. But because of the doctor explained everything, and then I think I can even explain it to other people. How we should maybe control it, how we should maybe encourage people or athletes to maybe refrain from taking all those things. So I really learned a lot about this thing.
I particularly enjoyed the first presentation on governance. I think it's very pertinent issues that were raised there. And this very session that had just ended. I love sports development in sports, so I feel these are one of the tools that we could, as different codes, begin to look at in terms of how we can develop our young people, also develop systems of how we monitor them and build their skills for long-term development. So I enjoyed it.
Very interactive. We had to share. We're basically not here to be taught. We're not in a school, so we're just sharing ideas how we can improve sport in Africa. So I believe it was a good networking.
Quite educational, and the presentation of the presenters was quite good. So I really enjoyed it, and it was most I really liked it.
To you.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank AMC for a very well run conference, and especially coming from the golfing side, where we get very little exposure when it comes to national sport. I think AMC have been really, really intelligent to bring us guys in, and hopefully the delegates here might have learned something else about one of the richest sports in the world, and hopefully we could have given something back to the delegates here.
My first time to be on this conference, and I've enjoyed it very, very much. I was delighted to see more than 60 participants from all over Africa. I want to compliment and congratulate the organizers for a job well done. I've been to many, and this is one of the well organized, right through from the flight to the accommodation, to present, the workshop, the interaction, you name it. I've enjoyed it very, very much. I think this event is here to stay, and I would like to urge the organizers, to continue with this, to go bigger, and I wish them well with their endeavors and for future courses like this.